what Mouse Wade is for me is magic. I love Disney. I always have, and I probably always will. I've been going to Disneyland basically every year since I was born, like before I even turned 1. Because my family, we try to take this trip to Disneyland at least once a year at Christmas time, like in December or November. That's like our annual family vacation. Lately we've been going a couple more times in the year, which is great for me because I love Disneyland. I mean, who doesn't? It's just magic and happiness, and there's so much details, and I just love it. And, you know, the way they have all these beautiful flowers growing everywhere. I have no clue where they find most of these flowers that they have growing in the parks, like these flowers I saw next to the Matterhorn. They're gorgeous, and I would love to find them somewhere, and I have no clue where they get them. I just love all the details in Disneyland. And last year in August, last year in August, I was on my mom's new Android. I had seen a commercial for the app Mobile Magic, and I was saying, hey, that'd be cool, it's a Disneyland app. You know, like, we could use it when we go to Disneyland, that'd be awesome. So I went onto the app store on there in the app market, or which is now called Google Play, which is really weird. I went onto this app market, and I put in Mobile Magic, and I read the description. It seemed okay, wait times and everything, you know. Then I scrolled down, and in the related app section, I saw Disneyland Mouse Wade, and it was 2.0, I believe it was. And I was like, hey, that sounds interesting, so I clicked on it. I read the description, I read some of the reviews, they were mostly great. And by the time I was done, I just really wanted this app. So I was like, hey mom, can we get this app? And so we downloaded it. I spent the next few days, you know, exploring. I mostly, you know, looked in on the lounge, read the FAQ, read the Disneyland Secrets, which was really awesome because I did not know about that Matterhorn basketball court before Mouse Wade. So that was pretty interesting to hear. I wouldn't want to play basketball in the Matterhorn. Getting off subject, I'm back. So finally, after a few days, I was able to get my account on Mouse Wade because I really wanted one. It was so great when I finally got my account. I really wanted one. And when I finally got one, I was so excited, and that's how I became known as Disney Girl Forever. Soon to be shortened to DGF, because not everybody wants to take the time to spell out Disney Girl Forever. And then I lengthened my name to The Real Disney Girl Forever. Some of you know about that whole mix-up thing. Some other lady was saying that she was Disney Girl Forever. Now, I will never have an imposter again. I'm imposter resistant. That's kind of fun. Getting off subject again, okay. When I first got my account, I had these feelings of like excitement and happiness. I still feel a little bit of that every time I go on Mouse Wade. I didn't need to ask what a rack was. I had already learned that from looking at the lounge. And it just amazes me sometimes when I go on the lounge, seeing how much love and kindness and generosity there is in there. People giving away these things. They don't have to, but they do. Like one I just saw from RC Mom. That was a beautiful necklace that she made, the Mark Twain picture in the bottle cap. And she's so unselfish that she's actually going to give that away. I mean, it's just inspiring. And the way we all come together as a family when, you know, someone has something horrible happen in their family, we're all there, you know, with prayers and sympathies. And I want to say thank you to all of you who were, you know, there for me when my great-aunt died. That was pretty sad, and you guys made me feel a lot better. And when someone has a question that they ask on there, there's always someone who can answer it, or when someone wants to see something from in the parks, you know, they can see it. because someone tries to post a picture, they can't just see it magically. Someone on Mouseweight posts a picture. Okay, I think you get it. And I just want to say thank you, admin, for making this app and giving us all this opportunity to come together, because even though we're all different, we all can get along because we all have this one thing in common. We all love Disney. And I think I'm speaking for most of us when I say we all love Mouseweight. After being on Mouseweight for a while, I started to see that people were doing meetups in the parks. I was pretty curious about that, and I was like, hey, that's really cool. We can go into the parks and have these meetups, and then we can meet these people that we talk to basically every day on Mouseweight in person. I was like, that's awesome. The first time we went to Disneyland with Mouseweight, I was super excited. I couldn't wait to meet anybody. And then we didn't meet anybody. The second time we went to Disneyland with Mouseweight was actually on Leap Day. Yeah, and I was pretty excited about that because I'd been seeing so many posts about it in the park, and not in the parks, in the lounge, you know, and everybody was like, hey, who all is going? And it seemed like there was a lot of people going. Yeah, brings back memories of that time, doesn't it? And I really wanted to go, but I didn't know if we were going to be able to. And my dad was like, hey, that would be cool, and so we were going, and I was super excited. And then I did not make it to any meetups, because Mouseweight decided not to work for me in the park. I guess there was like so many people on it that it just wouldn't work. And so I missed all of the meetups. I did know the time for one meetup. That was the Pirates meetup that Sindel Grace was gonna host. And then someone told me that it got canceled because she had to go to the hospital, which I understood. So yeah, I didn't make it to any meetups. I did have one run-in with Mousewaiter then. We were over in New Orleans Square, and most of my family was in the restroom, and I was sitting in our stroller because I was tired and it was going to be a long night. And I'm sitting there and I'm scanning the crowd, you know, just people watching in New Orleans Square. And then I saw this woman come walking up, and she had a Mouseweight button, and I was pretty sure it said Marsha Mouse. And I was like, whoa, it's a Mousewaiter. And I was like racking my mind for things to say. I wasn't actually racking my mind. Don't you dare say add me, because you cannot have my mind. Okay, so I was like, trying to think of things that I could like say to her, you know, because she's such a nice person. And, you know, I've seen so much of her on Mouseweight. She's just so sweet. And I was like, what should I say to her? And so she came walking by, and she looked down at me, and she smiled. And I just sort of looked up at her with like this weird expression on my face, like. And she went walking by, you know, sort of in front of me, and I was just like. And then she turned around, you know, and I was still sitting there like. And so she just like sort of smiled and walked away. And after that I was like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? I just stared at Marsha Mouse like an idiot. And then later I put the post up on Mouseweight about that, you know, and then she was like, oh my gosh, I totally remember that. So at least that got resolved, and I don't have to be embarrassed. I still kind of blush every time I think about that, though. But at least now we both really want to meet each other. And then finally, I actually met a Mousewaiter, you know, not like just staring at them like a weirdo as they go walking by. I actually like met one. And that was the last trip we took, actually, which was actually in the beginning of this month, in May. And me and my family, we were going on that Storybook Canal ride. We don't go on that much, which is kind of weird because I really like it. And we were walking through the line, and I saw this man come walking in. And I could have swore I saw a Mouseweight button on his shirt. And then he looks at my pin lanyard, you know, like looking at my pins. And then, he saw my Mouseweight button, my homemade one. Let me show you. It's my homemade Mouseweight button. I really need to, like, actual button. Hope Chrissy can start selling them again soon, because I need one. And so he saw it, and he was like, Mouseweight? And I was like, Mouseweight.